decade ago. But please welcome to the show right now. Our big talent is Khalil Fong 方大同. Hello.
Hello. Hey, 大家好. Hi. How are you doing?
Welcome back here.
Thank you.
Holiday, was it great for you, or it was just work?
It was work. But it was good work.
Well, I'm glad we're wrapping up the whole year right here with a talent like you on the show.
Well, thank you.
You are the last guest for 2012 for the Jam.
Whoa.
Today's Friday. Next Monday, New Year's Eve.
That's right.
We're going to have a New Year's Eve special.
Cool.
Taking a look at music from 2012, featuring that, the top 10 singles of 2012.
All right.
And so, what an honor.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
方大同 just released a brand new album. And the title, of course, is interesting because it kind of chimes in with something you did in the past, doesn't it? In English, Back to Wonderland.
Yep.
回到未来.
Yep.
以前我们听到回到未来会想到那个电影
Back to the future.
Right?
Yeah.
With Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
I grew up with that. But now this is 回到未来, and you're trying to make a point here, aren't you?
Sort of. I mean, I guess there are different mixed messages, but since my third album was 未来 and it was Wonderland, and this one is the connection between the two albums is that they're both more towards the neo soul, more towards that sound.
Yes.
But I would say that I think this one's more mature and a little bit more authentic in certain aspects.
Mm-hmm. I think people would agree to that. I totally agree with that, and I've enjoyed this album over and over again. This type of music can be played anytime during the day.
Thank you.
And night.
Yeah.
Especially at night. I love it. Sometimes some people call it bedroom music.
Some people do, yeah.
Have you ever thought of yourself in that capacity?
I haven't actually. I mean, some people have mentioned, but I would be like, oh wow, okay. It's odd to think of it like that.
You're interfering with other people's bedroom business.
Right,
when they play your song. That's a special feel.
Right.
But that's what music is all about, isn't it? It's about creating a mood.
Right.
And having memories of it,
Right. Yeah, well, I'm glad that, my music can be in all the different time slots.
Yes, indeed. 方大同真的是一个非常棒的一个才子哦。其实我印象还是很深刻，就是在好几年前的时候 I always watch late night talk shows in the U.S. Whether it be David Letterman or Conan O'Brien or Jay Leno. And you used to live in Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you watch those shows back then?
I was too young.
You were too young, right?
I watched Sesame Street.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And, Mr. Rogers and stuff like that.
Of course.
But no, then after that, then I watched the same shows.
But what I was trying to make across here on the air is, one night I was watching this, one of their live shows, and then they mentioned your name.
Conan O'Brien, right?
I think it was Conan.
Yes, someone sent that to me too.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Wait, Khalil Fong? Wait, is he really talking about Khalil? He is.
Yeah, and I mean, he joked about me, but I mean, I thought it was funny.
It was great.
Yeah, it was funny because he was because he named a bunch of people that he thought were kind of like obscure.
Right.
And
the names are like, what? Who? What?
Yeah, because we were all kind of like, I think, offbeat kind of artists who were like in this environmental, eco-friendly kind of project.
Yes.
And he was like, Khalil Fong. Who's that? It was funny. It was hilarious.
Any mention is a great mention, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
But now with your brand new album out, before we get to your music right here, and I'll mix it in, there's one track that I like a lot. It's called I Want You Back. We're going to do a call out together, if you will. Because we do this on the show here, and let's hope that you don't jinx this. We hope that someone named Wei Han or Xing Ma is going to pick up the phone, because I got an email here from a listener called Li Jiarui, and she says here, on the 28th, could you please give my classmate and good friend a call, Wei Han, because on the 30th, which is this Sunday, she is going to go to 美国念书了.
Okay.
She's going to go to the U.S. to study abroad. And I really want to give her this surprise, wish her all the best and all the encouragement that she can get. And of course, to obtain, her degree in the U.S. And we're both from that background in a sense. So I think we're good representations right here to encourage this Wei Han or Xing Ma.
All right.
Okay, let's do it. Give us a dial tone, please. There you go. Okay. And there's the phone number. And I have to put it on silent so people don't copy down this number. There's a lot of bad people out there these days. All right, let's get that tone back on the air, and let's look for Wei Han. Let's hope she picks up the phone. 喂，请问是Wei Han吗？
对，
也叫做星妈吗？
啊？
星妈，你还有一个小名叫星妈？ 不对，
没有。
星吗？不是哦。好，那你认识李佳瑞吗？
对。
OK， 他好紧张，现在有没有？By the way, this is ICRT Radio. We're here to send you off to the U.S. this Sunday. Congratulations on your study abroad. 恭喜你，你30号听说要去美国念书喽。
对。
好，那你了解现在的状况啊？我们现在做现场节目，在 ICRT 广播频道上。
是真的，
是真的。而且呢，我是主持人 Joseph， 今天呢还有一个特别来宾要一起来这个给你一些鼓励。这个特别来宾是谁呢？他叫做方大同。
Hello，你好，你好。
Hello。
他听到你的声音比较开心哎。
Hello。
不公平，不公平。然后呢，这位嘉瑞呢，他好像叫你星妈，他
对，为什么呢？
他写 Dear 星妈，心脏的心，妈妈的妈。
不知道哎。
那这个人跟你不熟喽？你跟嘉瑞多熟？
还好，不认识一点点而已。
那这个人很用心哦，他很 care about you 哦。
对啊。
真的好，我会跟他说谢谢。
But 我念出他要对你说的话了哈。他说：“恭喜你要出发出去美国了，然后可以摆脱米虫的生活。但你到美国就有时差，以后呢无法跟你聊 Skype 了。时间真的过得很快，转眼就要毕业了，很怀念大学下课后就可以到处吃吃喝喝。那你出国之后呢，就没有什么机会了。那希望你在美国念书呢，能快点适应，不要再被当了。”
好。
怎么办？他把这种糗事都讲出来。你真的有这样子的模式出现吗？常常被当吗？
对啊，常常被当，因为懒得去上课。
no！ 那去美国不能再这样子哦。
对，
不能丢台湾人，不能丢我们台湾人的脸哦。
对。
那如果有问题呢，你可以跟瑞求救啦，也可以呢，也希望呢，这句话就很有趣了。刚刚我给方大同看，他说也希望你可以顺利遇到优质的东方菜啊。
好。
你有这样的一个梦想吗？
不会。
Anyways， 别忘了帮我们代购哦，然后祝你一路顺风。
对啊。
然后呢，要好好照顾星星跟星俊哦，
好好念书，
好好念书。可以问你要去美国哪里啊？
旧金山。
San Francisco。
好地方，我有亲戚在那。
Have you been there before？ 你有去过吗？
没有去过，就去转机过一次。
所以对美国的生活是非常新鲜的，对你来讲。
还好之前也有去玩过啊。
玩，那玩跟住的不一样。那你想待多久
？2年吧。
哇哦！
以上。
Okay，you know what? Then I guarantee 2年后 it's going to be a different way on for sure。
可能应该是
对，会很有国际观，对不对？会变双文化那样子。
对。
祝你一路顺风。有没有什么话想要对我们或对这个嘉瑞说呢？
我要对方大同说。
好，你说。
就是加油，很喜欢他的歌。
谢谢你啊，谢谢你，那你也加油啊。
好，谢谢。我要跟朋友炫耀说，我有跟方大同讲过电话。
Of course。希望呢，这个祝福呢，可以带给你一切的好运，在2013年。OK。好的，好 ，Take care. This song's for you. Have a good time. Owl City on ICRT. 方大同，谢谢啊，
不谢，拜拜。
拜。
Coming up, we got music from 方大同 in the mix. Stay tuned. Originally I was going to interrupt halfway through, but I want you to finish the song. It's great. It's
Thank you.
Stuff.
Thank you.
It's actually kind of a bilingual song, if you will.
Yeah. I try to sneak it in when I can.
Did I ask you this before? I mean, you feel you're more fluent in Chinese or English?
English.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Okay. I Want You Back is the title of that song. This comes from, of course, 回到未来, Back to Wonderland from 方大同 right here. And as I was listening to the whole album, I mean, we touched on certain genres already, R&B, neo soul.
Right.
But it's got a very nostalgic feel to it too. In general, a lot of kind of old school sound, if you will.
Yeah.
And I was just talking to Khalil. I don't know if he noticed, but I think the industry in the whole world right now is kind of going towards a direction where it's just too dance heavy, and you don't find enough of smooth jams and stuff like this.
Yeah, I mean, I think to a certain extent, it's there's like that machine, the pop machine that keeps on running.
The cash cow.
Yeah, well, I mean, and then that's cool for certain stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
all respect to that.
Yeah,
know.
but I mean, you're right. I mean, there's not that much. There's like a small the neo soul community who are keeping that alive, and so for me, I really want to try to for me in maybe the Mandarin market to. Maybe not even say keep it alive, but actually to sort of
branch on it. At least.
So,
but you're doing a great job. Now, I mean, did you really grow up listening to a lot of neo soul stuff?
No, I mean, I grew up listening to like old school soul.
Okay.
And then like later when it popped out, I was like, oh wow, neo soul, this is pretty cool.
Right.
So for me, it was like Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, all like the old stuff.
Right.
Al
the old
Green.
School soul. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Of course, you got a lot of events coming up, and we're going to be talking about that real soon. But right now, we're going to take a short break. Okay? We got a commercial break right here to pay our bills, and then when we come back, let's play more music from Khalil Fong right here on ICRT. Our special guest, 方大同，不要走开。Can you feel the music? That is 方大同, Khalil Fong here on ICRT. I'm looking forward to. This is so different from the music market here in Taiwan, of course.
Yeah.
But it's still something that I hope it's still very receptive. But I'm looking forward to. Do this piece at the karaoke's.
Oh, everyone will be like,
you gotta bob your head a little bit, do a little funk thing,
Right? Yes, definitely. It's very neo funk, neo soul funk. Yeah.
Because as you may know, when you go to karaoke's these days, your English song "Nothing's Gonna Change My Love for You" is still one of the most